Now I can reveal this stunning abode in the classy Adelaide suburb of Unley. The development replaces the old house with 2 townhouses. Today we're able to see inside one of them and see how architect Warwick O'Brien has managed to make the best use of space. Staros, thank you so much for having me in your house today.
That's all right, Gary. Thank you.
Been looking forward to seeing this one. Now, designed by Warwick O'Brien, who's known for sustainability, I'm sure there's going to be some really tricky ideas on making sure this home is sustainable. So how did you come to buy the house?
Well, we're in actually the window game, which you manufacture windows and doors.
And these are yours?
Correct. We needed pictures of a home with double glazed windows in there. We saw the pictures on the internet, came on a Saturday, and we bought it on a Wednesday.
Really?
We loved the home that much. Just felt right.
Yeah, exactly. And it's got your product too.
Exactly, thank you.
I've heard it's an amazing house. It looks so much bigger than what it actually is. Should we go and have a look?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
I really love how this house feels and looks so much bigger than it really is. The clever use of glass and a brilliant floor plan have contributed to create a home that makes the most of a tight footprint.
When I looked at the site, I realised we were working with a site that was 12 metres wide in total. This presented its own problems because when you're facing north, which is the basic prime consideration for a sustainable design, in this instance we were lucky, we had a very long block. This enabled us to create a series of courtyards. So in doing that, we were then able to get light into each of those courtyards. So pretty well every room bar one in the house has that northern aspect, so important to the design.
Just coming in, you can tell the home has clearly been designed by an architect. Every little element has been thought of. I mean, just such as this butterfly ceiling here is brilliant. So tell us how that works.
Hot air rises, as all we know.
Yep.
And as it rises, those 2 automated windows open.
Yep.
And just helps the hot air escape through
of course, it's
filter
great.
through.
The swimming pool not only is an aesthetic thing and a functional thing to use from an exercise point of view, but it's also part of the embodied energy story of the house. So it has a contribution in terms of natural ventilation. So when you're getting the southwesterly breezes in summer, it brings that atomised air in like a evaporative cooling system. So as the hot air escapes through the upper level of the northern windows, then it's dragging through the cold air, giving you this solar passive cooling system. The other factors that are really important are thermal mass. That thermal mass we need inside a house and not outside. Most houses have brick external walls, stone, dense materials. They're about the worst thing you can possibly have on the outside of a house because that's storing all the heat from the sun in summer and pouring it inside. So then we need to drive air conditioners to try and abate that temperature that builds up in the house. If we do the reverse and we put the thermal mass on the inside and we have a lightweight cladding on the outside, then we're doing the reverse and so reduces your heat load.
This house is entered to from the street via a small courtyard garden. Once inside the open plan lounge and dining, the house really opens up. The kitchen overlooks the swimming pool. The main bedroom suite is located at the rear of the home. Upstairs are 2 more bedrooms.
Also a great feeling is when you actually come through the back of the driveway, through the roller doors there.
Yep.
And a sense of space when the roller doors are open or the bifold doors are open. You can see it literally from the back of the house right through to the front of the house.
Yeah.
And that sense of space and light, it's just fantastic.
Sustainability story is not just a passion that I have, it's a passion we all should have because climate change is here. We all know it now exists because we feel it every summer. So I think we all need to embrace this concept of sustainability, and what it means is reducing energy and reducing carbon emissions. Most of our houses are powered by electricity, and air conditioning is one of the biggest loads in that equation. So if we can reduce or eliminate air conditioning and reduce our heating bills, we've gone a long way to reducing emissions and reducing climate change. Even if it wasn't for climate change, what we're creating is an environment that is low cost in terms of running, and it creates just a beautiful, lovely ambience to live in. When you've got this north winter sun streaming through those windows and you're sitting in that lounge in that area, it is just so pleasant to be in.
So Staros, this is actually a duplex. Bearing in mind the pool and everything, what are people looking at as far as cost goes?
You're probably looking around just over 900,000.
Wow, that's pretty good value for money.
It is.
Well, thank you so much for showing us around today, Staros. Had an absolutely wonderful time.
Likewise.